Hey, how's it going? It's Ari here with another Facebook live stream. Hopefully, you are doing well. I recently decided that I want to start doing these Facebook live streams a bit more often. I recently put up I recently did another Facebook live about, I think, a week ago or something like that, where I pretty much explained, why I haven't been on here active as much lately. And the answer to that, the short answer was pretty much I've just been focusing more on my YouTube channel. So that's primarily where I'm going to be, posting content moving forward. But I do still want to do Facebook Lives on here, every now and then as well. Because I think Facebook is, I think for me at the moment, probably the better platform to use when it comes to doing live videos. But I will also be putting this on my YouTube channel as well. So if you want to check out my YouTube channel, the link to that, I'll have it in the comments if you're watching the replay. So I'll have that in the comments. But anyways, for today's live stream, I want to talk specifically about why you should never fake it until you make it. So this is something that it's probably one of the biggest misconceptions when it comes to building any sort of online business is, a lot of people who are, I'd say specifically getting into network marketing or, they're joining some sort of business opportunity. A lot of people, they think, well, if I don't have results yet, if I don't got sales coming in, why would someone want to, join me? Why would someone want to buy the products through myself rather than someone else? And I believe this is a topic that I have spoken about on here, on a Facebook Live several months ago. But I wanted to talk specifically about this again because there was a recent story that came out that totally reminded me of this, and I decided that I wanted to talk about it again because I feel like this story is really going to help with pretty much explaining, why, a really good example of, why you should never fake it until you make it. So I'll just say this right off the bat. I'm not someone who, watches the news. I think that there is generally a lot of, negativity on the news. My mentor actually refers to CNN as constant negative news, which I think is quite an accurate description of it. So, so for my personal opinion on that, I personally have never gotten into the news. What's up, Brandy? Just seeing you tuned in. But yeah, that's something I've always tried to, kind of stay away from because I feel like there's just a lot of negativity on there. But I wanted to talk specifically about this story. And I don't know if any of you watching this have heard of this. Let me know in the comments actually if you've heard of this story of Anna Delvey is apparently her name. Let me know if you've heard about that because I know it's not like a massive story as of right now, but I know that it's really starting to get a lot of attention, and I know Netflix is even doing a series about it sometime down the road. But if you aren't familiar with this story of Anna Delvey, essentially, so she was this girl from, I think, from Russia or something like that, and she, came to the U.S. and was, staying in the U.S. for, a few years, I think from 2012 or 2013 up until now, actually. So she was, staying in the U.S., I think mostly in New York or Miami or something. I've kind of forgot a lot of the details, but apparently she had, lots of money on her. And I know a lot of people watching this, if you're watching this, you're probably looking to have that lifestyle where you could, that entrepreneurial type of lifestyle where you can, work wherever and whenever you'd like, and you want to have that time freedom and location freedom. Well, essentially, this girl from Russia, she had that lifestyle. She had, lots of money on her. She was going to a whole bunch of fancy restaurants, fancy hotels. She was even meeting with a lot of, big name celebrities. I think she met Kevin McAllister from Home Alone. She met him. She was interviewing a whole bunch of, very big Hollywood actors and actresses, a lot of really big famous names. And she was, a lot of people really liked her. She seemed really generous. And she even had this weird habit of giving these $100 tips. So, you can just kind of picture someone who, they just won the lottery, right? And they think that they're set for life. So what do? Well, a lot of them naturally, they're constantly giving money away to people because they think that, they're just going to be set for life. What's up, Shyla? Just seen you tuned in. So a lot of people, when they're in that position, they think that, nothing can possibly go wrong. They're pretty much set for life. So that was kind of the position that this girl, Anna Delvey, was in for, quite a number of years, actually. But something very suspicious about her was that she always paid for everything in cash. So she never, paid with anything with a card or something like that. And so a lot of people really liked her because she seemed really generous and honest and stuff like that. And I'm trying to think about if there's anything else I'm kind of forgetting. But essentially what ended up happening was after, years of this, I guess people started to find out. I see you're giving a whole bunch of likes there. I really appreciate that, Shyla. Man, you're really going ham on the likes and the hearts, and that's awesome. But anyway, so what ended up happening was, a few years later, people started to kind of catch up that they were starting to catch on to the fact that she was kind of starting to kind of run out of money. But her story that she was telling people was, because people obviously started to ask, hey, how are you getting all this money? Where is all this coming from? And I guess her story was, her parents or something, like her dad was very successful and he had lots of money, so she had inherited a lot of it from him somehow. And I guess she was known to be like a really great liar, so a lot of people really believed her. And for years she was living this epic entrepreneurial lifestyle, where she was able to pretty much do whatever she wanted. And eventually what ended up happening is, once she started to kind of run low on money, she wasn't able to pay back these huge hotel fees. So she was going to all these fancy hotels, as I mentioned, and she wasn't able to pay back these fees. So and then eventually people then found out that she actually didn't have any money on her whatsoever. Instead, she had actually, when she was in Russia, she had taken out like this huge massive loan somehow. I forgot exactly how that part of the story went. I haven't really looked at it much recently, but I know Netflix is planning to make a series about it. But they then found out that she didn't have this type of money, and then she ended up getting arrested for stealing from a lot of these huge banks, and promising people that making false promises that she was gonna pay all this back, and my dad has a lot of money, I have all this money that I inherited, I'll just get this out back to you. So that's what she was telling a lot of these banks and loan preventers. And yeah, it was pretty crazy. I see the emojis that you're putting there. Yeah, it's a pretty crazy story how she was able to go that many years pretty much lying to people and being a really, just sneaky person. A lot of people really believed her, and she seemed really generous, and she ended up, getting arrested after all that time. So, so that when I first heard about the story, and I don't like to, talk about negative things on here. I generally like to keep things positive on this Facebook profile and on YouTube. I don't like to talk much about, negative events. But yeah, this was something that when I first heard the story, it kind of really got me thinking, this is a lot like entrepreneurship in a way. A lot of people who are getting online, they're looking to start some sort of online business. This is specifically those who are getting into network marketing or some sort of business opportunity where they're bringing people in. A lot of them think, well, okay, if I don't have these results yet, why would someone want to buy the products through me, or why would someone want to join my team, if they don't have the results yet? And so this is something that a lot of people, they think, okay, well, should I, put myself out there as someone who, knows everything and has these results? Should I act like someone that has these results? And I really want to put this out there to say, but you always bring value, even if it's to be the truthful and share the truth. Yeah, I definitely think that's really important as well. You really focus on putting out lots of value out there. And, you don't even really need to have, massive results in order to put out videos. When I first started doing videos, actually, I didn't really have that much of, results to begin with. So what I was doing was I was looking at what a lot of people are doing. I'm seeing you're still putting a lot of those hearts. I really appreciate that. I've seen a lot of, really successful people in like, network marketing, doing Facebook Lives and stuff like that. So they were putting out these videos and they were saying, hey, if you want to really build up trust with your audience, videos is really a great way to do it, and especially live videos because, I could literally mess up at any time and it shows that like I'm, being real. So like, obviously I'm not like the most fluent when it comes to like doing a live video. It's not perfect, but it's definitely a great way to show others that, like you're a genuine person and you're willing to just kind of, put yourself out there to really show people that you're real. And, even if you are, afraid to do it, if you decide to make the decision to put out content out there and you really focus on putting out lots of value out there, then, it doesn't matter how nervous you are because people are going to see you as relatable. And they want to, when someone is looking to, get online, they're looking for a way to, build some sort of online business, they're looking to have, they're looking, a lot of them will be wondering, can I do this or can just, certain people do this, So like a lot of people, obviously will feel nervous in the beginning to, do a lot of these things like creating videos or, setting up some sort of advertisements or investing into some sort of mentorship program. So when you actually put yourself out there and you show that, hey, I'm just, just a regular guy, just getting on camera, doing something that is, initially out of my comfort zone. I mean, I've gotten fairly used to these videos now. People are really going to relate to you. And if you're putting out enough value out there, if you're showing people that you truly care and you're looking to really help others, then that's really going to help with really building up that know, like, and trust factor. And when you're looking to promote, anything online, whether it's an affiliate product or some sort of, physical product from like a network marketing company, people buy from those that they know, like, and trust. So as long as you really focus on building up that know, like, and trust factor up there, then people are, they're going to be they're going to be much more interested in actually doing business with you than the average person who's just going on these Facebook groups and spamming out links. Hey, do you want to make 10K in the next 3 days or something like that? Well, I got this epic, amazing opportunity right here. Just click this link right here or comment info on this post. I mean, there's so many people doing that, in these different Facebook groups. And, no one wants to buy from someone that's just hiding behind a computer screen. That's kind of the harsh truth. The harsh truth about that, and if that was the case, then we'd all be successful right now. We'd all be making, 10K online right now. But, whatever it is you're looking to do online, it definitely takes a lot of time, effort. You got to be willing to actually put in the effort and not just put out links out there and expect people to just, click on it and buy the product, So, Shiloh, I see you're still hitting those the like and heart buttons. That's awesome. All right, I really appreciate that. But anyways, so that really is why I wanted to really talk about this, because it really does go this Anna Delvey situation really does go well with why you should never fake it till you make it. And she was definitely, she was really like putting herself out there as someone who was supposedly this successful entrepreneur, and I think she even had plans of actually setting up like her own bar or something like that from what I heard. What's up, Angie? Just seeing you tuned in as well. But yeah, she had these plans of like setting up her own like bar and all this other type of stuff and her own thing. But then, after years of like just kind of, just spending, like crazy on everything, fancy hotels, fancy restaurants, eventually it all began to come crashing down on her. And that's pretty much what would happen, if you're gonna fake it till you'll make it, if you plan to, whatever it is you're doing, just know that it's always gonna backfire on you. You have to understand that, in order to really, build a long-term successful business online, you have to be willing to come in with a very long-term mindset. You have to go in with the mindset of, not just, okay, how could I, make a quick buck in this, new opportunity, but how could I, help a bunch of people online? I see Angie. I see you're putting the hearts as well. Really appreciate that. But yeah, that's really the message that I wanted to share on here. Yeah, I'll as I mentioned in the beginning of this video, I will have my the link to my YouTube channel in the description once I finish this live stream up. And if you want, you could check out my YouTube channel, and then I'll probably also be posting this on my YouTube channel as well. Shiloh, I see you're hitting the hearts as well. Man, really going ham on the hearts, but I really do appreciate that. It's awesome. So anyways, I'm probably going to end this off right here. Hopefully you found this helpful. Let me know what you thought in the comments if you found this helpful. Feel free to share this if you know anyone else that would find this helpful. And also, if you'd like to learn how you could start building a successful business online through affiliate marketing or network marketing, if you're watching this on Facebook, you could just comment info, and I'll send you a message. We can connect through Messenger. Or if you're just checking this out on YouTube, I will have that link in the not the comments, the description below this video, and you could check that out there. It's a free webinar that you can get access to, and it will show you how to build up a business through affiliate marketing, network marketing, whatever it is you're looking to do. This webinar will help you become a very powerful promoter. Have a great weekend. You're crushing it. I really do appreciate the awesome comments. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to end this stream off. Hopefully you enjoyed, and take care.